Morning, Friday at last, again, Friday the 21st of June, and today our work has changed about 20 times, but we've finally got there, got the trailer. Had to disconnect it from the shunter's trailer this morning, or shunter's unit. Only on a Friday. Anyway, this one was in a rush this morning, but I couldn't start till 6:30. It's booked in to Walsall at 7 and it's now 7:10. Anyway, you know when you've been maxed. We can't do any more than what we've done, because I had to have 11 hours off last night, and because they couldn't be bothered to disconnect it from the shunter's vehicle, and they'd locked the shunter's vehicle, so I had to go and find the keys. Stop whinging, Steve. I never whinge, not really. I try not to. I'm in a rush, they're in a rush, and I can't do anything more than I've done this morning. It all needed proper strapping down, because I've got rolls of flooring, as well as some food for one stopover in Walsall. They wanted it at 7, it's going to be 8:30, but there's actually two drops at the same place, and one of them is 9 o'clock. So I'm hoping that they'll take both somewhere in between. But if not, oh dear. From there, I think we're going over to, I don't know, back over here, I think. Reloading. We're going somewhere. Reloading, and then we're going to Tesco's in Kilsby, and then they want me to go over to Wellingborough to do a collection and bring that back to Warwick. Now whether that happens or not because of the kerfuffle this morning, probably not, because I've only got a 13-hour day. I've still got 10 hours driving, so because I know what I'm doing on a Friday, because Friday is the only day of the week that they actually give you a full day's work and let you know beforehand what you're doing. You can time your breaks to best effect. And the trouble with this time of the morning is traffic. Come on. Thank you. Normally they come around this roundabout at 1,000,000 miles an hour. There we go, we're out. So as you can probably sense, I'm a little bit kind of this morning, and that's no good for the start of the morning. So I shall have a word with myself and chill my beans. Get on with the day. Yes. Crack on, Steve, crack on. That's it. I'm out of Warwick. We're all good. The stresses of the yard. The stresses of the yard. I should think the majority of people are the same. Once you actually get out on the road, really to deal with, and that is the best part of the day. You do the whole sufferance bit for half an hour from time to time, and then just crack on. So there we go, the joys of joys of driving, and anyway, yeah, to top it all, as some of you will probably be aware, we've been trying to get some bits for a new microphone. Now, I know this is kind of okay, I'm speaking up a little bit. I have got a microphone wired in up here, but first thing in the morning when the battery's a bit flat on the GoPro and it's all plugged into the power bank, the power bank shares the same socket on the GoPro, and it takes a battery, this microphone, and the battery keeps going flat and it doesn't give you any warning. So it's only once you get home and the video's up on the laptop that you realise the microphone hasn't worked. I do try and check it quite regularly, but I know I ramble on a bit sometimes. Yeah, you let me know, thank you very much, sunshine. So I got, and because this wire just absolutely does my head in when it's not plugged in, so I bought a wireless one, and you need a little cable to go between the GoPro and the receiver, and then you just clip the little wireless bit onto you wherever. So I ordered the little cable to go between the GoPro and it, and first one didn't work, and I read some reviews and it said kind of, you know, take your chances with this stuff. You're probably better off going with the GoPro version, which is 10 times more expensive than the cheap one. So I thought, right, okay, bite the bullet, we'll go for it. However, as some of you will also be aware, I had a slight incident with the GoPro a couple of weeks ago. I dropped it into a bucket of water, whoops, after quite a long shift. I was just tired, and it fell off, power bank, everything, into the bucket of water, splosh. And as a result of that, the live feed through when you're recording to your telephone, just to let you know that things are working alright, is a bit sketchy, but obviously the video works because you've been watching them, unless it's your first one, in which case you're watching this one. So we know the video works and the sound works, and it works with this other microphone. There's no reason why, in my mind, it shouldn't work with the other one. But it seems to be that no matter what I do, there must be something going on in the circuitry that's now underwater that's preventing me from using this other microphone. So I'm afraid we're just going to have to stick with this one. A combination of the GoPro's own microphone, which even though it's full of water is surprisingly still working, and this one up here once the battery's charged up. The good news is the sun is out, the sky is blue, it's Friday, and nothing else is allowed to go pear-shaped this week. Fingers crossed. Hello Mr. Johnson's going over the top. So anyway, we shall leave you with it now. We're going to concentrate on the road ahead and what we're all up to, and we'll see you in a bit. Ta-ra for now. Alright, that's the first one done. One stop, they were absolutely fine. They always are actually in there, Walsall. Good bunch of guys. I just went in, I was honest with him, I said look, I couldn't do anything about, I said I know I'm late for the first part of the drop, but I'm actually half an hour early for the second, so I'm kind of in the middle. So I'm not sure if anybody got in touch with you or not, but legally I couldn't start till 6:30. And when he saw all the flooring that I had up the front, he kind of said, yeah, okay, fair enough. I don't know whether he'd heard or not, he didn't say, but it's all good. We've got unloaded. We're now on 8:45, 8:50. We're only in there about 20 minutes or so. So that was absolutely fine. Now the next place we're going to is Birmingham, and we've got some flooring that we're going to be dropping off. I had to pinpoint this place on the sat nav because it's not an easy one to find, to be fair, and the Google Maps, you've got to really kind of go onto the satellite view to find it. So hopefully at some point today we'll have a little bit of time and I'll show you how I did it. And if any of you are reading the comments on the vlogs, I had a comment, it was either this morning or last night, about did I know you could put latitude and longitude values straight in, and yes, I did. I used to do that quite a bit in Europe actually, with older TomToms. And as I mentioned in my reply, I much prefer to look at the maps, and when I pinpoint something, I like to know what's around me. Generally, if you have to pinpoint something, it's because it might be a little bit awkward when you get there, and for that reason I like to have a little bit of an understanding about what's around me. Pretty much that. I'm fully loaded, so I can't just I can't just pull away really quickly. I've got to take my time. I like to have an idea of what's around me a little bit, so if anything happens when I get there, like roadworks or road closures or something, I've got a little bit of an idea in my mind about surroundings, so I can kind of, normally I can recall, actually if I go around this way I can probably still get there. I'm very much a map person, whether that's a physical map that you flick through the pages or using Google Maps. I always like to know where I am and the surroundings. Just going to let a little bit of traffic through. So by pinpointing using longitude and latitude, the other way around, which is the way it is, you just put the coordinates in and you just go there, and then of course you've got no idea of what's around once you get there, if anything should go wrong. But for this particular one, brilliant Mr. Arriva, I've stopped to let some traffic through for a bus. He's just come through and completely blocked the place. Never mind. I think this one that's sat at the bus stop might have actually broken down. Anyway, we're going now. There's only so long you can sit and wait. Squeeze through this gap a little bit. Clonk mirrors. If ever I go quiet when I'm doing the videos, it's because I'm concentrating on what I'm doing. I think you can agree with me for that, which is fine. Yeah, so back to the longitude and latitude. This one that I'm going to now is actually on a dead-end road, but to pinpoint the location of the entrance into the place, I did indeed use longitude and latitude. And if we get a chance today, I shall go through that with you. I've had another question today. I just had a quick look while I was waiting for my paperwork to come back, about the phone mount that I've got on the dashboard. Now the simple answer to that one is it's actually a mishmash of about 5 different phone mounts and a Garmin sat-nav cradle. So I've got the It was actually a windscreen mount. It started out life as a windscreen mount for the Garmin sat-nav, the 770 diesel. And you get like the ball on that, and once you've got, I think it's like 7mm or something, a 7mm ball, which comes with the Garmin mount. Now once you've got that ball, you can actually make up all kinds of things.
I'm listening.
From other cradles, and there's a lot of cradles out there that use that same size. So it started out life as a windscreen mount, and I took off the actual mount that goes to the back of the sat nav, and I swapped it for the back of another phone cradle. But the phone cradle, I didn't particularly like it. It was, I don't know, just didn't support my phone very well. So I found another cradle that supports from the side. It pinches on the side of my phone, and there's also a little bit underneath that stops it dropping down, that you can slide from side to side, so you can plug your headphones in, or the lead that goes into your auxiliary lead, and your power cable. So there's that bit, the clamp, there's the bit behind it that goes onto the ball, and then the windscreen mount. So there's 4 different units that I've mishmashed together to make this phone mount. Now the question was, does it just go onto the dashboard like I have it? And the answer to that is, I'm afraid not. No, after all that build up, because obviously the dashboard's made of plastic or whatever it is. I don't know, whatever it is. So I've been a little bit naughty, and I've used some extra strong silicone sealer. And anybody that knows me will laugh at that, because they know what I'm like with silicone sealer. But all I did was I put a ring of silicone sealer around what you would put onto the windscreen, and then just pushed it down, and I strapped it, because you could lift the top of this dashboard off. I've just strapped it up for the night, so it was held down firmly onto the dashboard. So I know, as and when the time comes that I need to leave or take it with me, all I need to do is get a bit of a heat gun and just gently warm the top of the mount, and I know it'll melt the silicone enough for me just to lift it off again. So that's my phone mount, and it's perfect. It's the right size, it's the right height, it doesn't obscure the windscreen. It works a treat, it doesn't go anywhere, it just sits there, it's in the perfect position. It does me. And the one I use for the GoPro, I think it's just a bog standard windscreen mount for the GoPro itself. And it's got like a ball and socket joint on it, so you can put it whichever way around you want it. So there we go, that's a bit of a rundown of how my phone is mounted to the dash. I'm afraid there's no real simple solution unless you've got your own truck. I don't really like things inside the windscreen. I've got to have a GoPro there, but I've put it in a place that I can actually see all the way around it. It's not obscuring the view. I've had it in a few different places, and at one point I was like, no, actually that's in the way. Just in certain places, in certain situations, it was in the way. And I'm like, right, okay, this come off the windscreen. But I've kind of played around, and I've got a setup where I'm confident it's not in the way. Now I know it's out of the swept area of the windscreen wipers, and if ever I find myself that I think that is in the way, it just comes out, just take it out. You just got to be a bit sensible, use a bit of common sense, and hopefully it will be absolutely fine. And of course, if I should get stopped, it would come out the windscreen before I've stopped anyway. Because that's what you would do. So I'm not admitting that it's in the way, I'm not admitting at all that I'm doing anything wrong. All I'm saying is, if I feel like it's in the way, if I You know, why create a rod for your own back? Just use a bit of common sense. Don't put stuff in the way that you can't see where you're going. This thing's tucked right in the bottom of the windscreen, behind the sat nav, and the camera just sticks up above the sat nav. You're kind of limited for where you can put stuff, to be fair. You just make sure it's not in the swept area of the windscreen with the windscreen wipers, and in theory you should be okay. It should be legal. Here we go. Right, we'll leave you with it for a bit. Sorry I've rabbited on a little bit there, but there's lots of information there. And what I will do is I'll try and do a video of this mount, my phone mount, so you can see what I'm rabbiting on about. And there we go. Alright, catch you in a bit. George Lovett training. Never heard of it. So we are almost here at the destination. And I think, I'm hoping, we'll go around the back. I know I went this way round last time I was here, so we'll try this time again this time. And I have put in the coordinates into my sat nav. If I've done a good job, it will say you've arrived at your destination, which it has. It's about another 1.5 feet up the road. I didn't have the sound turned on, do I? Okay mate, I'm here at the destination. Let's see where they want me. Alright then, so we are going on a bay, and what we need to do is just flip around this corner. So we're going to do an about turn here and reposition ourselves so we're good for reversing onto the bay. The bay is just coming into view now, the open one, number 3. Put the back end of my trailer over to where the bay needs to be. Just kind of line up the back corner. I'll put the window down, stick my head out, let's have a good look. Steer around to the left to bring the trailer round. we're in. All change again. We've got the flooring off. Still on Friday. We are just before 11 o'clock. So we've done alright. We kept time. Just that first one we were a little bit late for, but we did have 2 appointments there. We were a little bit late for the first one. We were early for the second one, so nice and in the middle of it all. And then this one we were a little bit early for, just 20 minutes or so, which was fine. Means they can get on with their Friday. And now I've just phoned up work to say that I've dropped everything off. I'm clear. And they said, good, excellent, go to Wellingborough. 2 collections to do now in Wellingborough. Wellingboro's about an hour and a quarter from here, but I know their collection times aren't until a little bit later on this afternoon, so I might have a bit of sitting about to do, but that's fine. It's Friday, as long as I get finished on time. I don't really mind what I do, to be honest. It's nice when you have a plan and you can stick to it, but nature of the job sometimes things do change around a little bit, and you've just got to be acceptable to things do change at the last minute for some companies. Why is in the outside lane unless it's turning right? I don't know. I shall creep nice and gently up the inside. I'd imagine it's going to be turning right somewhere. Anyway, he's gone, he's out the way, forgotten about now. Not my problem anymore. We'll see what the rest of the day brings. That's better. Let's turn the microphone on. Right, we are approaching the first of our collections. Looking over the tops of the bushes, seeing the flashing lights on the truck coming the opposite way. We'll just pull into here. It's probably one of the wider bits. Yeah, one of us slowed down. There's another lorry coming up. Once again, we don't. No, absolutely no point in making life awkward or hard for ourselves. We've got the tree coming up. There's no point in clonking mirrors by the tree, so I'll just hang on here, let him come past. Nice and easy. No point in panicking. Even if it is a puddle-hopper. I don't mind them. We've all been there. I was speaking to a guy the other day actually, and he earned more money than me driving a Class 2. Bless him. Anyway, we are doing the Leyland Business Centre. I think we've actually been here before with the camera as well. We do a lot of the same kind of stuff time and time again. And when you're coming this way, because they're doing some repairs to the bridge on the other side of the training centre at Wellingborough, you have to come in through this way, which is going to be a new housing estate. I'm not too sure what happens once the bridge opens again. I think they're widening the road. I don't know why I indicate there really, because it's, you can only go that way. Let's see what this guy is doing here. Can you? So kind of drive through the trading estate, and once again there's no point. Is he waiting for me? He is. Lovely job. Nice bit of courtesy. Doesn't cost anything. Nip into this little bit here. Try not to drive over there. Flower beds like that. Couldn't be helped. Around we go. The road ahead closed, that always scares me because I don't know how far they're going to be doing the roadworks by this bridge. We'll just take it nice and easy as we go along. There's a little wider bit just coming up. We don't stop opposite the post because that's where you lose your mirrors. So we'll just come in, tuck myself in a bit. Just managed to squeeze by. The front end's okay, it's the back end you have to watch. You know your front end goes through, the back end follows, but you've got to remember sometimes your trailer's at a different angle. We're keeping an eye over the tops of the hedges, looking for any sign of anything coming round the corner. Slow it down anyway, just in case. Trading estate's just ahead of us. And according to the sat nav, all of this is closed. And it's just the other side of here. If you look straight ahead of us and round to the left, that's the bridge that they're replacing. We're coming in here to the right. They're normally fairly good, these guys here. They normally get the load on fairly quickly. It took me ages to find this place first time I came. And then it's kind of changed the layout of it all. This load that we're about to collect is ready to go. And then the other place, I think it's Whitworths or something like that, which isn't too far away, it's only about 10 minutes away. They're going to be ready at 1 o'clock. And we are on just after 12. 12. It's all, I think it's footwear that we collect from here, shoes and stuff. We go around to the right here and we just drive around this first building and stop on the other side of it. Down that speed bump. That one there, on the mirrors. Make sure nobody jumps out. See, when I'm driving down here, I'm looking in the mirrors just to see if there's anybody sat in the cabs, checking the doors, making sure they're not going to open. Go around to the left here. I've got to be a bit careful of the wall behind me, so just make sure I'm off. And we're all good. And then we've got this big old loading bay, which is basically the whole of the left hand side of this, the darker bit of tarmac. Alright, Right, well they're all here waiting for us, so we shall pull up here and get ourselves loaded. See you in a bit. Oh, happy days, we are out of the first one, NJT Transport. We're out there, so we've got this little lane to contend with once again. So again, looking over the tops of all the bushes and the trees as far as I can see, to see if I can see anything big coming the other way. You just have to be a bit mindful of cyclists and motorbikes because their head's kind of the same level or height as the bushes, and they're also known to come at you on the wrong side of the road just as they're taking their line. And also cars that are underneath the line, so basically just take it easy, just take your time and be prepared to stop if you need to. Now we're only a mile and a half away from the next collection point, which is Whitworth's, so we're only 5 minutes or so away. Booked in there for 1 o'clock for the collection. It's now 1:45, so we're nice and on time. Be there in 5 or 6 minutes. And happy to say that the sun is still out. We're on Friday, and it's Tanya's hen weekend this weekend. We're getting married in under a month now. In 4 weeks. It's all over. No, in 4 weeks. Sorry, it won't be all over in 4 weeks. We'll be just getting ready because it's 2 o'clock on the Friday, and it's 10 to 1 now. Wow. Okay. So we're nearly there. We're almost there. I would have just stayed where you were, my lovely. Anyway, that's the sort of thing you have to watch out for. Just people pulling out like that. There's something massive coming towards it. You just pull straight out in front of it. Wait and let it go past. That's what I would do. Anyway, we can just see Whitworth's over the tops of the hedges. I don't know if you can or not. Right up on the left hand side, kind of a yellow silver building with a big red sign on the end of it. That's where we're going. Just beyond the entrance to that place there's a 7.5 ton limit, so you've got to come in this way, otherwise you get told off, fined and all that kind of thing. It just never fails to amaze me how some people just won't slow down or just give you a little bit of space. There's nowhere I can go apart from keep going, but I always slow down. If you've got something massive coming at you, just let them get out of the way, rather than force your way through. But I don't know, it just seemed to, everything seems to have changed. Nobody seems to just have time to think anymore. There we go. There's your limit. That's the 7.5 ton sign, just the other side of the entrance here. We'll take this a little bit wide because the curb kind of jumps out a little bit at you. So you just have to watch out for speed bumps. Thank you. Oh, they've waited. They know the score. So we come over the speed bumps, stop at the stop sign, go and have a word with them in the office, and then we go round to the left. Stop. See you in a bit. Alright, so here we go then. We are in the depths of Whitworths. And we go round to the left. They were just having a conversation in the office there about not remembering people's names and stuff, and the fact that she's worked there for 8 years and didn't know the name of somebody. And then she looked at me and said, "Have you been here before?" "Yes, my love, I've been coming here on a weekly basis for 2 years." I must be hard to recognise or something, I don't know. Anyway, we follow the building round, and then we park up round the corner, and then we go for a walk, because we've got to go and book ourselves in. And then we walk back, and sometimes they say just come straight round, and other times they say wait for the forklift, and the forklift driver will come and get you in it. But we've done this before. We've been here before with a camera, I do believe. But we will park up here and go for a walk. See you in a bit. Right, well, we've been in, we've got booked in, and I've been told they've just gone on a break. So we're booked in for 1. We're here at 5 to 1, and they've gone on a 45-minute break. So, never mind. We shall just sit here for 3/4 of an hour and enjoy the nice blue sky. So we reverse under this canopy. I can't put my other camera on. We've only got one shot of this. See which side he wants to go. Not a right lot of room in it. Do. Actually see a thing through my mirrors with the sun behind me. That's close enough, I think. He'll soon shout at me. Oh, and out the other side of Whitworths we have loaded up, and as usual things have changed again. We're now doing the Volvo collection at Rugby. No such thing as an early finish. Never mind, think of the pennies. We've got the back to Warwick and then over to Rugby. I don't know whether we're taking this trailer or another trailer. We shall soon find out. Oh, I'm a bit warm. Let's have some aircon on. And we have to stop under the bridge. Not a lot of room there. Blown to bits. We'll stop under the bridge. I love this bridge. It says 15 feet and we're 15 feet 9. Which always scares me when I come under, but I do check it. Right, we need to stop here, check out, and then I shall see you in a bit. So here we go on the last part of the day, and we have picked up a passenger. Say hello, Chris.
Hello.
This is Chris's first time in the truck. What do you think about it, Chris?
It's
It's fun.
fun.
Snazzy. Fun, snazzy. We're going for a third.
Big.
Big.
I don't know.
High up.
Yes.
Awesome. We've only been on the road for 4 minutes and he hasn't stopped smiling yet. For Chris, that is a smile. So. Anyway, we're going to Rugby to go to Volvo and do the collection. Chris is going to do all the curtains and everything for me because I'm going on strike when I get to Rugby, and then he's going to drive the forklift and load all the pallets. No. So there we go, on our way to Rugby. Is there anybody you want to say hello to?
No.
That maybe watches the vlogs?
Tom.
Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom. Do you want to wave? Hi, Tom. There we go. Right, we'll catch up in a bit.